It was initially when I took the job, for even as a general manager, I had in the back of my mind there was a chance I would want to do something on my own someday. And I actually had quite a few mentors that I worked with that told me that multiple times. They're like, hey, you should run your own shop. You should open it up. You should do your own thing. But I did not have confidence to do that. And I didn't have what I felt like I needed. I didn't feel confident when it came down to especially leading people or managing a business of any sort. I didn't have confidence. So with that being said, as I moved to those next 4 years, I got a lot more confident. Like working day in and day out with these people, it grew in confidence. And then ultimately, for the last like probably year or so, then it started to be like an internal battle for me where it's like, hey, like I see where we could grow in these areas, but I got to hold my line because I'm still an employee. Like I'm not making these calls. I'll make recommendations and suggestions. And sometimes I'll have a lot of passion behind it. But at the same time, at the end of the day, I'm going to do whatever's asked of me because I'm working here and I've got a boss. And so I held that line for a long time until I got to the point where I was like, hey, like I'm ready to do my own thing because I feel like I'm confident I can do this. And I remember there was a night or there was an evening. I can't remember what exactly. I came home. And I think at that point, for the last like 6 months of my stint at the last place I worked, out of my own pocket, I hired a professional coach just to walk me through like leadership styles, as well as how to professionally develop, whether it's in a career or opening up my own business. And I had hired this coach and I was working through with him multiple of these different issues I was running into. And I remember vividly one night, I can't remember if I got off a call with him or what, but I texted my wife because she was out with the kids and doing an activity. I texted my wife and I said, hey, I have to start a business. Like I have to do something. And it was funny. She texted back and she says, okay, what are we going to do? I was like, man, okay, this is born from here. So it was really cool. But at the same time, that was kind of the trajectory of it. The fun part of it.
Yeah. Were there ever any doubts or what gave you the guts to go and start
to do it?
Yeah.
The guts part was the hard part, probably. The confidence, again, I'd say was there. And I was gung-ho, ready to go, knowing that at any point I could fail. Any business can fail. But I have something I continued to tell the guys at my last company, and it was interesting. It was born out of when we would create schedules, and labor in these scenarios was very valuable. So like the amount of people on a floor and how much you're going to spend on labor. So you don't want to overcomplicate a schedule and create it too heavy on labor, but not have the cars to support it because you're off balance then. And so my managers or the people I would lead would constantly get concerned about, do we have the cars to support the labor? And I would always pull historical data from past years and I say, hey, over the past 2 years, this is what we've seen. We're not going to plan to fail here. We're going to plan to succeed. And if we can't succeed and we can't find any way to succeed, then we're going to figure out what's next. So with that same mentality, when I started my business, it was this mentality of, I'm not planning to fail. I'm planning to go into this and succeed. And if for some reason God has something else in store, I'll find out. And it won't be due to a lack of attempting or trying. Like I will try anything. So when I made that switch, that's kind of the mentality I had going in it. And I think it really helped being mentally prepared for whatever comes. Like you're not going to know what's going to come up, but at least you know, I'll be honest, something's going to go wrong.